Welcome back to the EdTech Takeout. This is episode 110. My name is Mindy Kearney, and Gina Rogers is with me today.
Hello.
So our theme for today's episode is kind of fun. It's something that Gina and I have been using with teachers for, I would say, years now.
It's been a few years.
It's been a few years.
Yeah, for sure.
And so we call this the start, stop, and keep. And we always ask teachers after new learning, what's something that you want to start doing? What is something that you're going to stop doing? And what's something that you will keep doing? And usually when we ask teachers to do this after new learning, the start doing tends to be a little bit easier, but we also encourage people that if you're going to start doing something, you need to stop doing something else. Otherwise, there's always a pile up of all this stuff that you feel like you need to be doing. So that's where the stop doing comes. And then sometimes the keep doing is a fun one because the new learning also aligns with something that you're already doing. And so it can be nice just to hear like, oh, I do this. This is something I do. And so it just kind of strengthens maybe your beliefs or the thoughts about what you're doing in your classroom.
It's always good to run a little inventory on your practices.
Oh, I like that idea. Yeah.
What's really working and, what might I be able to let go that's not working as well for me anymore.
Yeah, so we thought that with the new year right around the corner and us taking a little bit of a break for the winter end, we thought this would be a really great opportunity to share maybe kind of like a New Year's resolution. Yeah. So we each, Gina and myself, have come up with one of these questions to answer, but we also asked our teammates to share if they also had an idea of something that they would start, stop, or keep doing for 2023.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make you go first.
Okay.
Okay.
So the thing that I'm going to start doing, or I guess I should say I started doing this a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
And
so does that mean it's a keep doing?
I feel like it's still in the start phase
okay.
because I haven't gotten completely used to it yet.
Yeah.
So I have started using on my calendar the time insights. And so what I can do is I create like different categories for the things that are on my calendar. And so like working in a school, GWAA meeting, prepping learning, things like that. And so every event that I put on my calendar, I use one of these categories. And then I kind of take a look at the end of the week and really see where I've been spending my time. And so it's been good. It's been a learning curve for me because like I have to get used to these other colors that I haven't been looking at.
So does each category have its own color?
Yeah, it does. So it's like it's kind of like so my calendar that when I look at it on my computer on my phone is yellow, and so there'll be a little like yellow stripe on the far left-hand side of the event to say that it's on my work calendar, but then like things that I've categorized as like GWAA meetings, they're orange with that yellow stripe. So it's just taken a little bit of time to get used to the different calendars, but I'm going to keep on doing it since I've just started doing it.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
So I have a question. So when you go to create an event, is it categories or do you use a hashtag or how do you tag that? How do you tag it?
So you go into the time insights that are on the right-hand side of your calendar, and that's where you set up the categories. And then once you have that set up, when you create a new event in your drop-down option of calendars, like when you create it, one of those categories shows up there. So
I see. I have not done that at all.
Yeah. It's been there for a little while, and I just never, I was like, I'm not going to do that. But then I was at the Iowa City Innovation PLC the other day, and someone outside of the PLC had mentioned using it, and so we all started playing around with it. And I was like, maybe I'll do this. So
well, maybe you'll have to give us an update.
Yeah.
And let us know how it's going.
It could go down in flames. As I said, I'm just starting this.
Right.
Yes.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So we also, like I had mentioned earlier, asked some of our teammates to share one of their start, stop, keeps for 2023, and we're going to have Amber share next.
My name is Amber Bridge from the Digital Learning team, and in the new year, I want to start focusing better with my technology. I'm really lucky that I have an iWatch and an iPhone that really like to talk to each other and notify me and keep me very up to date on lots of things. But I think that it's starting to become a little bit of a distraction for me. And so I'm going to play around with some of the features already built into the iPhone, which is the different types of focuses. They have a work focus, a personal focus, a sleep focus as well. My goodness, boy, do I need more sleep. But within those time frames, specifically the work focus, I can choose specific people I would want to receive notifications from, choose different apps I would want to receive notifications from, and how I want to receive those. So it's a really nice built-in feature within the iPhone that I just have not been leveraging or using. And so that's something that I would like to try to start exploring, as well as how it really works when you start to play around with those same types of notifications right within Gmail. Up by the top search bar in your Gmail, you can set your status, I guess you'd say, to automatic or do not disturb or away, or you can even do custom chat notification settings. So thinking about when and being really intentional about when some of those things are on to make sure that I'm doing a great job of connecting with those in front of me.
So that was really good.
Yeah.
I know notifications become overwhelming sometimes, and it sounds like she has some good strategies there.
Yeah, and I really connect with what she said about I feel like I'm just kind of like, I don't know, weighed down with notifications, and I felt like that too. It was probably last year when I turned on my sleep, and I started really using Do Not Disturb a lot on my phone, and so my wind down time is actually like at 6:30 at night. And I only have notifications on for like if my dad texts me or my husband texts me or my kids. Other than that, I don't get any notifications unless there's specific. And I like that you can choose specific people that can contact you through your Do Not Disturb. Mm-hmm. But I feel like it really limits the amount of times I pick up my phone anyway,
Yeah.
So
that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so next we're going to hear from Corey and see what she's got in the hopper for this year.
My name is Corey Rogers from the Digital Learning Team. In the new year, I want to keep using Pear Deck, but I want to start being more intentional about using it when I'm leading learning to make sure that participants are really engaged and to look at their responses so that I can make changes in my instruction just in time to ensure that everybody is understanding what we're working on.
So it sounds like Corey's going to keep using Pear Deck, and one thing that we'd love to mention is, once again, that Pear Deck is free for all of our Iowa educators. It's free anyway, but you have a free premium account through Pear Deck, and we have some Pear Deck resources linked in the show notes, so you can definitely take a look at that. But it's such a great tool to help learners stay engaged and continue to provide feedback to whoever is facilitating learning. If it's adult learners and there's, an adult that's facilitating that learning, or even for students to be able to interact with their teacher, is such a great, great tool.
Mm-hmm. For sure. All right, so let's see what Lynn has to tell us about what she's going to start, stop, or keep doing.
Hi everyone, Lynn Kleinmeyer. So going into 2023, something that I want to continue to do and kind of improve upon is being more efficient with my time. I've been trying really hard to use some of the built-in features within the Google ecosystem to help me be more productive and make sure that I don't miss anything. So 2 things I want to continue to really, really get good at and continue to be more productive with are the snoozing of emails and adding emails to my tasks. So both of these can be found within your Gmail inbox. Across the top of your inbox, you'll see a little icon that looks like a clock. This is your snoozing an email. What this does is it takes it out of your email and it has it reappear at a determined time. So this has been very, very helpful for me when I come across an email that I know I need to handle, but I don't have the moment to handle it right then and there, and I'm afraid that I will forget it. So snoozing it so that it comes back to the top of my inbox at a certain time when I know I'm going to be able to tackle it has been super helpful. The other thing that I've been utilizing and trying to get better at is adding email to my tasks. So right next to that clock icon, you'll see a check mark with a plus. That adds your email to your tasks that transfers to all of your Google tools, your docs, your slides, etc. And with this, what's really great is it adds the information from the email, but you can then integrate it to your Google Calendar. So for example, I knew I needed to record this podcast, so I clicked on add it to my tasks. I have all the information that I need as far as where to upload the recording. And then I actually added a date and time that made it appear on my Google Calendar so that I didn't forget it. These things have been something that I've been trying to get better at this year, and I want to continue into the new year.
So Lynn is taking a page out of my playbook. I mean, I don't want to take credit for the snoozing.
But I will.
She doesn't mention me. I don't know why. But so I love to snooze emails. I think Lynn brings up a really great point that snoozing emails, you may read an email and not have time in that moment to respond, or maybe it's an email that's going to take a couple days for you to respond to. And I think it really helps limit all of that clutter that can be overwhelming in your inbox. So when you snooze emails to a day that like, hey, I need to respond to this on this day, I think it's just kind of a nice way to keep that inbox from becoming so overwhelming. The other thing that she mentions about emails as tasks was something I hadn't really, I know that that's a thing, but I hadn't really thought about it again. And so I'm really glad that she brings that up. One thing that I would reiterate again is that for you to see those tasks, you have to have your task calendar on. You have to have it clicked on in your Google Calendar to see those. So you could be making all of the tasks in the world, but unless you have your tasks calendar on, you won't see it. So make sure that that's on if you're going to try that nugget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Steph, what does she got for us?
Hello, my name is Stephanie Roberts from the Digital Learning Team, and in the new year, I want to continue to investigate all the wonderful digital resources available through OneClick. I know ImageQuest with Britannica was just added as a new resource. It includes over 3 million images that are rights cleared for educational use, which means students have unlimited ability to find the picture or the exact clip art they're looking for. You're able to create your own digital image dictionary even within it. Save your favorite images and clip arts so they're there for you when you're looking for them. This is free to all schools in Iowa, and there are so many more digital resources available through OneClick. It's a great place for learning, and it's all free. This is what I'm going to continue to learn more and more about these resources as the year continues.
I'm really glad that Steph mentions kind of a new tool. Britannica ImageQuest, I'm going to say, this is new to me as well. Mm-hmm. So it's something that I'm going to have to look into. So I'm really glad that she kind of brought that to us so that we can also learn a little bit more about ImageQuest.
She's pushing you to new heights,
She
Mindy.
is.
She is. Making you be your best self.
Right.
For this 2023. All right. So, Mindy, I think you are the only team member left, right?
Yep.
So, what do we got?
So, the other day, I was looking for a password because the public library changed their website, which means my password and username no longer autofilled through Chrome because they changed the URL, and so it couldn't connect. So I was looking through my passwords in my phone, and I realized how many passwords and accounts that I don't ever use anymore are in there, which also means that there's a higher probability of me being hacked somewhere because I have all of these crazy accounts out there that I probably don't even, I didn't even recognize some of them. So one of the things that I am going to try and do for the year 2023 is, first of all, unsubscribe from mailing lists I do not want to be a part of. I am going to start looking through and deleting accounts that I no longer use.
Yeah.
Which I've started this a little bit, and it's a nightmare. So I just want everyone to know. And the way that I'm going about that is I went into my Chrome preferences, and then into autofill. And then there's password manager. And within there, it will tell you how many of your passwords have been compromised. Mm-hmm. It will take you to the website. And one of the things that Chrome does, especially if you are creating a new account, is it will create a suggested strong password for you.
Yeah.
Which makes me a little nervous always, because if you see it, it's like gobbledygook, right? It's not anything that's recognizable. And so I have started doing that, especially if it's like a one and done thing for me. Like I know, like, hey, I just have to log into this. I have to create an account for this little thing, and I probably will never be back. I have started using that because I worry a little bit about my passwords and what is out there, and data leaks. So that is one of the things that I'm going to try and do for 2023.
Very good.
Yeah, we'll see.
Commit yourself to data privacy.
Yeah. I think it's important, folks. I think it's important.
It is important.
It is important.
It is important. I didn't mean to make light of it.
Yeah, don't, Gina.
I know, right? Sorry.
All right, so hopefully some of our stops, or our start, stop, and keep, if I could get it right, start, stop, and keeps have inspired you to maybe try one of the things that we've talked about. Or maybe it's given you some time to reflect on something that you would like to start doing, stop doing, or keep doing.
Mm-hmm. Run a little inventory.
Yeah. So we'd love to hear from you too. So please reach out to us on Twitter at DLGWAEA. Or we'll have this posted to our Facebook page and our Instagram as well. So you can share with us in the comments something that you plan to start, stop, or keep doing. We also have our hashtag EdTechTO, so you can tag us there as well. But we hope you have a great winter break, and we'll see you in the new year of 2023.
Yeah, we hope everyone gets through the blizzard of 2022.
2022.
We are waiting for it. It's coming.
It's coming.
All right.
All right, so until next time.
This has been the EdTech Takeout. We hope it hit the spot.